Hi everyone, whoever's checking in on me uh, after a 2-day hiatus of being utterly exhausted. I am back, and hey, you can see my pants and my skirts hanging over there. Look at how intimate this is. um, yeah, I haven't even had the energy to put these up, but I know that so many of you have appreciated them as a place, kind of one-stop shop to find out how I'm doing. Um, Thanks for that. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I have to admit it. I am starting to think I might have gone back to work too soon. Sitting is like, it's like a horrible feeling. I can do it for a little bit, but it actually starts to feel like a burn in my back, and I can't, like right now I'm just trying to arch my back a little bit, curl it, which is what I used to try to do. I used to just try to stretch it out a little bit when it would hurt, but I can't really do that right now. So I've got this little challenge to figure out with work. I did my surgeon prescribed an ergonomic evaluation, and I work for a virtual company, so it's not. I told my surgeon, like, this isn't your typical brick and mortar workplace. I don't even know if we do anything like this, but he said, you know what, that's the way we do things. Go ahead and give it to him and see. So I gave it to our sweet HR gal. She's looking into it for me, and we'll see what happens there. I guess I'm hoping that maybe I'll get a little bit of help to have a setup in my home that supports my back, supports my spine, so that I can do my job well and not hurt myself. So hoping for that. I'm so weepy every time I come on here. So it's been a little bit over 2 weeks now since my surgery. It's been exactly 2 weeks and 2 days, and I'm still getting stronger and stronger. My skin around my incision and on my belly is very upset and irritated. So I'm having some issues with that, but it's not like the wound is infected or anything. It's not that big of a deal. It's just very uncomfortable. And I still have swelling in my belly, and it's a very bizarre thing. It's like a little, I'm not going to show it to you, but it's kind of like a, I don't know if they've reorganized my organs or what, if I'll ever be back to my normal smaller belly. We'll see. At least now I have a couple of scars I can show off at parties. There's something about parties. There's something about being with people you know who love you and people who you love. Those kinds of people that when you're around them you feel expanded and you feel supported and you feel like just life is so grand. Beautiful friendships. And that's what I have with my friend Nicole Fabry, who came over last night and we just played. We had so much fun. It was like, girlfriend time, although my mom was here and my little girls were here, and they participated too, which was fun. And of course, Leo was here, and he's just wonderful. And he participated too a little bit. But it was great to be around such a dear girlfriend. And I really believe that there is something really powerful and potent to being around and surrounding yourself with the right people. Which brings me to something that I've been thinking a lot about. I genuinely love people. I think I've always kind of been that way. I just have like a bubbling over love that I feel for people. And it's overwhelming sometimes, just the flood of emotion and joy and feeling I have for people. And it's, I think, for the most part, a really wonderful quality. I think it's that quality that makes me stand for people and for what I believe is right for all people, and, you know, fight against what's wrong. Stand for what's right. I think that's a better way of saying it. But the flip side, or the dark side, is that I often let people into my inner circle much too soon. Like, I'm a little bit too trusting, I guess. I'm kind of quick to... I have pretty high standards, actually, for my friends in terms of, like, showing up for me. Well, I don't know if that's true. I think they're not necessarily high standards. I think the problem is that I don't make it clear, maybe, what it means to me to be a friend. And, you know, like this thing that happened recently, my little disappointment with my quote-unquote best friend, that's kind of like a case in point, where I really did not examine that situation well enough, that person well enough, and that person's actually, like, how much they were really there for me. I think that I probably imagined maybe a lot, and that's where I was responsible for my part in that little breakdown that happened. And that's changing in me. I'm not doing that anymore. That is too painful. I am I'm taking better care of myself around that. I'm not letting people come in too close anymore. Kind of did that on that recently fellow that I dated. Very short-lived. Is it short-lived or short-lived? I heard somebody say short-lived. I always thought it was short-lived. Isn't that funny when you have a word that's like a word you've been saying for ages, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I think I've been saying that wrong for 40 years. Anyway, same kind of thing. Let someone in way too soon. I'm not doing that anymore. Heartache gets you in trouble, and it doesn't keep you safe. So you do it too. Okay? You do it too. People need to earn your trust. When you step forward, do they step forward with you? It goes for intimacy too. Right? Mutuality. Mutuality. They need a like, conjunction, junction, what's your function? They need one of those for mutuality in relationship. Reciprocity. Really. So, anyway. Not going to do that anymore. No, 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 no. This is all part of it. This is all part of changing the way that I've been showing up in the world up until now, which I look at as all of what has also been contributing to my spinal issues. So, taking a strong stand for all of that. I am so sorry if you have called me in the last few days or wanted to reach me and I have not responded to you. It's because I've been working so much, and like last night Nicole came over and I spent time with her, and I was exhausted, and then I was exhausted at the end of the night after work, and I had work tonight, and then I spent time with my mom, and it's hard for me to respond in a really good, the way I'd like to respond in a timely way. I feel really bad about it, but basically during work hours, I am practically not available. But please, if I haven't responded to an email or something, I get a ridiculous amount of email every day, and please just try me again. Please don't assume I'm ignoring you. I am not ignoring you. I'm just a little bit overwhelmed with an overflowing inbox. Anyway, I still love deeply. I still love fully. I still love wholly. Very, very much. I don't want to stop that flow. I'm just being a little bit more careful on who I allow in, you know? Just being real careful. But my friends, I love you. You know that. And, you know, anyway, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I haven't talked here on this video and shared for a couple of days. So I'm like backlogged. So here I am going on for 13 minutes now. So I think it's time to end. And I promised you I would share with you my journey with the shamanic healer. So I'll share that with you tomorrow. Okay. All right. And in the meantime, lots of love, and I hope you're doing all well. And I hope you're all doing well and doing all well, and that you're inside of something grand, inside of a purpose, why you're here. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget it. Stay inside of it so you lay your head down at night and you don't regret your day. Stay inside of why you know you're here and live that till the day you die, and you won't die with regret. Be who you authentically are. Authentically. There's a new one. I think I was combining artist and authentic. Authentically. That's an artist who's authentic. Live your authentic life. Be who you truly are. Not some stupid false belief like I have that I'm alone, that I'm apparently still struggling with a little bit. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. 14 minutes now. This is long. Good night.